Okay guys, we are going to solve linear equations in one variable using the addition property, okay? So the addition property of equality states the same number can be added to both sides of an equation without affecting the quality of the equation. So the same is true when subtracting, okay? You can subtract the same number from both sides. So here's the addition property. For any expression a and b and any number n, if a equals b, then you could add n to both sides without changing it, or you could subtract it, okay? So like if we had, let's do this one. If we were trying to solve for x, right, and we have x plus 7 equals 24, I don't know, and we wanted to see what x is, we would have to, since this is already addition, right, what's the opposite of addition? Subtraction, right? So we would have to subtract 7 from both sides. So these would cancel, and this is going to give me 17. So x is going to equal 17. Ooh, that was terrible writing there, sorry. X is going to equal 17, right? So that's what they mean by doing the same thing to both sides. So then we would have to check this real quick. So we would say 17 plus 7, well, it should equal 24, but let's check and see. Well, 24 equals 24, so we're right. I always check it just to check your math really well. So that's the addition and subtraction property. So the addition property of equality can be used to isolate variables on one side of the equation when the expression on the side has a variable with a constant added or subtracted, right, like we just did. Okay, so here's our example. We have x minus 17 equals 45. So we want to see what x, right, what the value of x is. So how would we go about that? This is subtraction. So opposite of subtraction is addition. So we have x minus 17 equals 45. We're going to add 17, but what you do on one side, you have to do on the other, right? So if we do that, then we're going to get these cancel, leaving us x on the left-hand side equals 62 on the right-hand side, right? And then we would check it, right? We would say 62 minus 17 should equal 45. Then does it? Well, it does. So 45 equals 45, and we're golden. And then I always just box that, tick it so I know that it's good, and then I write it in my solution set, okay? So that's how you do it, really. That's all there is to it with the addition or subtraction property. It just says as long as it's kind of like kids, right? You can't play favorites. So you can't play favorites with math either. Like if you do something to one side, you've got to do it to the other, right? You can't have any feelings hurt in math. So just remember that. Always what you do on one side, you do on the other. If the sign here is a plus, you know that you're going to use the opposite sign to move it, okay? And when I say what you do on one side, you do on the other, I'm talking about on this, like where the equal sign is, right? So if there's an equal sign here, if you subtract 8 here, you're also going to subtract 8 on the other side of the equal sign, okay? Historically, I've had some students that didn't understand that, so if you understand that, apologize right now for being too simple on my explanation, but I want everyone to understand, okay? Ooh, I need to make that small again, so sorry. Okay, well that's it. I'm going to leave it with you guys. Have the best day.